Hi, Steve Arterburn here in our 15th session studying the 7-Minute Marriage Solution. We've gone over the 7 things that you need to stop doing. We've gone over the 7 things you need to start doing. That was section 1 and 2. Now we're into section 3. And this evening we're going to talk about the 3-stranded cord in marriage, or the triple braided cord. And this comes right out of Ecclesiastes 4:12, where King Solomon compares marriage to a 3-corded rope. And he writes this: "A person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but 2 can stand back to back and conquer. 3 are even better, for a triple braided cord is not easily broken." It really is true that we need to, and we all are involved in a triple braided marriage. Sadly, one braid is him, one braid is her, and the third braid could be pornography, or the third braid could be a parent that was never fully left, so that the cleaving could occur. Sometimes the third braid is another person. Sometimes the third braid is all the focus being on the children. But where this triple braided cord is the strongest is where we come back and we let God be that third strand, or that third braid. Now, how are we going to do that? Well, we're not going to know how to do that unless we're willing to get into God's Word and get direction from God. And so for that triple braided cord to be strengthened every single day, we need to be people of the Word. Now, here's what's exciting about this. When the research was done by the Center for Biblical Engagement, they discovered that getting back into the Word 1 day a week, or 2 days a week, or 3 days a week, it doesn't really do much. But when you do it more often than not, when you do it 4 days out of 7, it starts to change your character. It starts to transform you. Literally, you're being transformed by the renewing of your mind, or I think a better translation says you're being transformed by changing the way that you think. So we strengthen our 3-stranded cord by getting in touch with that third strand that we want. We want God to be that third strand, and we strengthen that strand by getting into His Word at least 4 times a week. Now, it doesn't have to be some long, lengthy 1-hour engagement. In fact, in our next session, we're going to talk about the 7 minutes that we need a day for this to work. But when people get into the Word together 4 times a week or more, it changes the dynamics in the relationship. It lowers the level, dramatically lowers the percentage of people who will be unfaithful, lowers dramatically the percentage of people who will have outbursts of rage in the marriage. Many times the Bible has proved to be powerless for us just because we haven't utilized it enough. And so I want to encourage you to, whatever that third cord is, if it isn't God, if it's pornography or money or position or power or whatever it is, maybe it's food, I don't know. But whatever it is, get that cord out of your relationship. Get God in there. Replace that cord with the God cord, and then strengthen it by getting into God's Word at least 4 days a week together. And you will start to see the relationship change, because you will start to experience change yourself that's never come from the Bible before if you haven't engaged with it at least 4 days a week. I am excited about encouraging people to get back into the Word and get back into themselves in the relationship through God's Word. It makes that triple braided cord so strong that it's not easily broken.